How to send Excel information to Outlook with Power Automate. So I have an Excel file right here, and then I have some sample data. We have the first name, last name, and then their email. So what I want to do is that I want to use Power Automate so that I can send an email to the Outlook accounts of the example persons that I have put right here. And then what you need to do first is that you need to create a table right here in Excel. So what you can do is that you can highlight all of the three columns and rows. Then you can go to insert. Then from here, click table. From here, it will go ahead and create a table. So make sure to turn on the my table has headers if you already have headers right here in your table, or else it will create an additional header if you don't turn that on. So from here, just click OK. Now you should have the tables right here in your Excel. Then what you need to do is that you can go to table design, and then you can go ahead and change the name for your table. So this will be important since this is the name that we will see later when we use Power Automate. So for example, let's say right now it says table 1, then we can change it to a different name. So let's say a registration list. So for example, like that. Now we have our Excel, and then I saved it in here in my OneDrive. Now what we need to do is open Power Automate. So if you are in Outlook, you can just click this one at the upper left. Then you can see Power Automate right here, or you can just type in Power Automate, and then it will open in another tab. So now from Power Automate, what we need to do is that we need to create a workflow or a flow right here to automate the process of having the Excel information to Outlook. So we can click create right here. And then from here, what we are going to use is this one. We're going to use an instant cloud flow. We can click on that. And then for the flow name, so you can use any flow name that you want, but to keep it simple, let's use Excel info to Outlook. Then for the flow, so you have some more advanced triggers right here. But what we're going to use is that we're just going to use a manual trigger. Then click create. Now we should be redirected to the flow editor. So now we have this one. We have the trigger, which is the manual trigger. Now what we need to add is another step. So from here, we are going to use Excel, or you can just search for Excel right here. And then from here, what we need to use is the list rows present from a table. So which is this one. So we can click that. And then from here, we need to create a connection first to our account. So I can just click sign in. And then from here, I can just go ahead and use my account right here, which is this one. Then we just need to accept the permissions requested right here. Now it should be connected successfully. We'll just wait for it to finish signing in. So there is a problem signing in because I used the wrong action right here. So let me just repeat this. So let's delete this action, and then let's add another action right here. So it's still list rows present in a table, but I need to use Excel Online Business since this is the account that I'm using right now. So just click list rows present in a table, but if you are using a personal account, you can just go ahead and use this one right here that says Excel Online OneDrive. So I'm just going to use this one, list rows present in a table, and then I will do the same thing. I just need to allow permissions so that it is connected, and then now it's connected successfully. Now we just need to go ahead and choose the location of our Excel file. So I can click this drop down, and then I'm just going to use this one, OneDrive for Business. The document library, we're just going to use OneDrive as well, which is this one. And then for the file, we just need to click open folder, And then from here, it is this one, the sample Excel file, which is this one. It has the same name. And then from the table, we are going to select the table that we created, which is the registration list. You can see it right there. And then now we have the required fields right here. And then the other ones, we can just leave them as blank since we don't need them. Then from here, now that we have that, we need to add another action. From here, we need to search for Outlook. And then from here, we will send an email, which is this one. And then I also need to connect my Outlook account. So let me just sign in so that we have permissions. Now we can go ahead and create the Outlook email that will be created by Power Automate. So from here, what we need to do is that we just need to enter the Excel content right here. So to do that, you can just click this one, the settings icon, then click use dynamic content. From here, what we need to do is that we need to enter a /, then click insert dynamic content. From here, we just need to find this one, the list rows present in a table. Then what we are going to use is the email column. So as you can see in the Excel file, we have the emails already inserted in here. So this is what we are going to put in Power Automate. We're going to put their email right here. So what will happen is that each of the emails right here, they will be receiving a customized Outlook email by having our Power Automate flow. So now for the subject, so you can just put any subject right here. So I'll just put testing, and then let's say we add their names right here. So we can go to list rows present in a table. We can add their first name, and then let's add a space, and then let's add their last name. Then for the body, we can put anything right here since this is just a test email. So I'll just put testing email. Did you receive this email? And then we can also just put their name right here if you want. So we can put their first name and last name right here. And then now that this is done, we can go ahead and close this. And now we should be able to save this flow. Then we should be able to run it. So let's save this first. Now your flow is ready to go. We recommend you test it. So now we can test this out. We can go ahead, click the manual trigger, click test. Now it just allows us to have permissions with these applications right here. So let's click continue. Then let's click run flow. So now it says your flow run successfully started. To monitor it, go to the flow runs page. So we can go there and then we can see if the flow has successfully run. And then now you can see the test is succeeded. Now what we can do is that we can go ahead and open the Outlook account that we have just put right here. So we have 3 Outlook accounts right here. So I'm just going to open my other account right here. So I have the Outlook application right here in my desktop. If you want to go to the Outlook web, you can just do it as well. And then from here, I have my account signed in right here. So sometimes it's being received as junk email. So you just need to change it into a correct email so that it will be put in your inbox. But now you can see that the flow has successfully run. So it sent to this email right here, which is this one, the how to explainer 1203@outlook.com, which we can see that this is the first email that is on our Excel file. And then now we have the body of the email right here. So we have testing email. Did you receive this email? Then we have the first name and last name, since that is what we put in the body. So let's say let's identify this as not junk. And then now we can also see the subject right here, which is testing John Doe, since this is what we put as the dynamic content in Power Automate. And then that is basically it. So the fact that I received this in my email right here, it just goes to show that since the Power Automate successfully run, that means that it will have sent that specific email to each of the emails that we have inserted right here in the Excel table. So then they will also be receiving the correct first name and last name since we use dynamic content in Power Automate. And then that is basically it. So that is how we can send Excel information to Outlook using Power Automate. So this is very useful because, as you can see, it does the email for you. So you don't need to manually type in the emails one by one. So for example, if you have like a lot of people right here in your email, and then you don't need to manually create an email one by one for each of the person right here. So you can just use Power Automate to do that for you automatically. And then that is it. So I hope you learn how to do it, and thank you for watching.